Sunday, the 14th of July was a crazy day in sport and a great day for Spaniards and Argentina. Of course, we'll get to that in a little bit. But for now, we'll start off with the tennis. What happened, what unfolded. I did say it would be an Alcaraz Djokovic final, and I wasn't all too confident as a Djokovic supporter. However, it was an amazing match by Alcaraz. Djokovic didn't really have that level at all. He almost was not willing to fight. He was trying to just hit balls clean, hit the lines. Wasn't happening for him. And Alcaraz was, as Djokovic said, always one step ahead. Now, Djokovic has to look forward to the Olympics, the US Open. How much better will that knee be in just a couple weeks' time? Probably not that much better. So he's going to have to stick with the tactics that he's been doing at Wimbledon. Of course, he's going to be much slower at Roland Garros, but you never know what can happen. He wants to get that gold medal, or at least medal again at the Olympics. Hasn't done so in 16 years, which is a long, long time ago in Beijing Olympics. And it's Carlos's time, isn't it? I wouldn't be surprised if Djokovic turns around, but the Djokovic we see now is likely to be the Djokovic that will be of this caliber for the rest of 2024. It will take some time to fully recover from that knee problem. He needs to get some of that movement back. Those drop shots were just killing him. He didn't chase down many of those drop shots. The movement, the hitting was good, but the movement wasn't there. The serve wasn't good as well. So it was a combination of factors that made Carlos Alcaraz the 2024 Wimbledon champion. Well done to Carlos. And as Nick Kyrgios says in another tweet, wow, love Djokovic, but is this maybe the first time we can say changing of the guard? And maybe it is. He was a lot more decisive than last year, but the fact that Djokovic has knee surgery, and I know it's an excuse, you can say it's copium or cope, cope, Djokovic fan, but it's true. As Djokovic said, he would have took a Wimbledon final if you asked him only a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago even, but it's a good result for all factors involved. Could have Djokovic done anything different? As he said, probably not. He needed to play a lot better. That's how it is. That's how tennis works. Next time, it might be a different outcome. You never know. Djokovic came back after Wimbledon last year and played crazy tennis for the rest of 2023. We'll see what happens now. And of course, the crazy moment in that match was when all the social media websites actually posted that Alcaraz had won Wimbledon, but Djokovic went on to save 3 match points, or Alcaraz potentially lost 3 match points. And all of a sudden, he was into a tiebreak, but a bit of an adrenaline dump, in my opinion, from Djokovic, almost accepting defeat to all of a sudden being in a tiebreak. A very hard mountain to climb for Alcaraz as well, had to recompose himself, but in my opinion, particularly for Djokovic, an adrenaline dump of sorts. He almost accepted defeat, and all of a sudden, he's back in a match. But that would have been a crazy outcome if that were to be different, and it wouldn't have been surprising. I'm actually surprised Djokovic lost the third set. I would have still expected him to lose the match, but it wasn't meant to be for Djokovic. Moving on, England it's absolute disgraceful football they're playing. Just Gareth Southgate should be sacked. I don't care that he's made 2 Euros finals in a row. I know it's defensive football, sitting back. It works to some extent in international football, but the team rarely wins when you play like this. You can make finals, sure, but finals are there to be won. And as is the case with Djokovic, you need to win finals. You can't just hope that the opposing team or player will give you the final. It rarely happens. If England were to play like this 10 times, they would win once or twice. And sure, you have a chance, but if you want to win tournaments, more often than not, you have to be the best team. And today, or yesterday, in this tournament in general, Spain was the best team. So well done to Spain. In my opinion, as Nike Football says, Rodri always wins, and Rodri has to be in the Ballon d'Or conversation for 2024. If Lionel Messi got the Ballon d'Or, particularly not doing much for PSG in that year, but winning the World Cup and being the best player in the World Cup alongside Mbappe, Rodri was the best player in the Man City team that won the Premier League, challenged Real Madrid, were the second best team in the Champions League, albeit lost in the quarterfinals, and now have won the Euros as the best player, not the captain, but the leader amongst men, in my opinion. What a leader he is, so decisive in the midfield. He can defend, he can attack. Well done to Spain. It was very tight in the end, and I was being a bit straight up against England. They were close because they got so much talent, and almost they defied Gareth Southgate, but you have to play as a team, and England didn't really embrace their fans, in my opinion. It was a bit of a us against them mentality, and Spain, I think they were very united this tournament, from the very first match against Croatia up until the final against England. So well done to Spain. And we'll go through a few posts here about the Copa America final, and it started off in chaotic scenes. Here we go. Mexico. Some Argentina fans here, they were absolutely just sweating. Crazy scenes. People like almost in a crush. I wouldn't say a crush because it wasn't a crush, but chaotic scenes. Too many people in one spot. Very similar to what could have happened at the last Euros final. People trying to get in without tickets. And there's videos of Colombian fans. I'm sure there's also Argentinian fans trying to get in through holes in the stadium at the Miami Hard Rock Stadium. Crazy scenes. Of course, the next World Cup will be held in America and Canada and Mexico. Messi was seen here. Of course, Argentina went on to win without him, but in the second half, he came off with an injury. He was crying, and fair enough. It's a bit of his 2016 Euros Ronaldo moment, but in this case, it was Argentina. That being said, in my opinion, I'm going to be upfront and say Messi wasn't the player he was like he was at the World Cup, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's content with his Argentina international career and he does call it a day for the second time now. But it's a crazy turnaround for Messi. In 2020, he had no trophies, and now he has a World Cup, 2 Copa Americas, and a finalisma. Finals, I forgot how to pronounce it. Pretty much the Copa America winner versus the Euros winner. That's whatever, negligible, but a trophy nonetheless. But it's crazy how from the age of 33 now to 37, or even less, 34 to 37, his whole career has changed somewhat. And it's gone in a GOAT debate from it being a contentious point about how Ronaldo was able to win 2 trophies with Portugal, to now how Argentina has not only a World Cup, 2 Copa Americas, and also that finalisma trophy. So well done to Argentina. They really grinded it out. The opposition they played, you can only play who's in front of you, but Colombia, Canada, Ecuador, it's not the same level of opposition as if they were to play in the World Cup. Of course, you can't control where you're from. And to commemorate Spain's Euro 2024 victory, it's a great time to check out Soccerratos, who have a growing partnership in sponsoring Sportic, and we're working together to bring you the best jersey buying experience, fast, reliable, and quality football jerseys. I've got the authentic away jersey coming my way, and I'm going to pick Lamine Yamal customized jersey, number 19, I believe, a Euros patch, and we'll add that to the cart. Head down to the coupon code section and put in code SPORT, where you will get 10% off, and it's of course fast shipping, free shipping, it's reliable, and you can get any jersey you want. I would like to get the Spain jersey, but there's all the Euros jerseys, there's even NBA jerseys, which I know there's a lot of basketball fans on the channel, and perhaps there might even be some Olympic basketball jerseys coming on Soccerratos. Of course, the Olympics are coming up, so it's a great chance to get your basketball jerseys. I also recently got the France jersey, and in my opinion, it's the nicest Euros jersey. Of course, France couldn't win, but it's a beautiful reminder of the Euros that have passed, and I'm sure France will do well in the future, and I can wear that jersey with pride. That being said, thanks to Soccerratos for sponsoring the channel. It's going to be next year in the Finalisma 2025. Lionel Messi will once again meet Lamine Yamal, and Spain, of course, the iconic bathtub photo where Messi was with Yamal some 15 years ago, I believe, or so. And it's crazy now they have won their respective continental trophies on the same day. Messi's still going strong. This photo does say Messi will play. He probably will play. The likelihood is that he's playing in America. He'll probably have some time to reflect and eventually decide to go on for 2 more years. But maybe this matchup won't happen. There is a chance that also might be the case. And to finish up with, look at Messi's ankle, just playing with so much pain. What an absolute fighter. And that can be said for all the GOATs, Djokovic, Ronaldo, Federer, Nadal. Just be very appreciative of these people while they're still playing, these athletes. But crazy day of sport. Just to recap, we have the Spanish winning the tennis and the European Championships. I suspect it'll be a crazy parade today or tomorrow in Madrid with the Wimbledon trophy and the Euros. And of course, Argentina really showing that they are the best international team, or at least have the most firepower and the ability to win matches and tournaments. So let me know in the comments down below, what's your opinion in regards to the Wimbledon final, Euros final, Copa America final, the situation regarding the next World Cup. Will it be a bit of a mess? And of course, will Djokovic bounce back? That's a big storyline. It was a bit of a punch in the face to start the match, and he never really recovered. The other stories, international football now goes a bit into hiding. No one really talks about it for at least another year or so. That's the way the international stage works, really. Only really relevant once every 2 years. But a lot of sport coming ahead. The Olympics, of course, as I just said. The world doesn't stop, nor does the sports world stop. So have a lot more content coming your way. And until next time.